Hey, mamas and friends, welcome to Unplug with JustWhit, the uplifting podcast where we dive into faith, family, and motherhood. I'm your host, JustWhit, and I am beyond excited to have you here with me. So let's get started. Hey, mamas, welcome back to Unplug with JustWhit. If you're new here, welcome. I want to talk today about embracing imperfect progress because I think that we just need a little bit of encouragement, especially with Christmas being right around the corner. And we just may feel like we're not able to do everything that we want to do, need to do, have to do. And that can get overwhelming. So before we even start, let's just take a deep breath in together. So, we're going to exhale. So we're going to remind ourselves that progress, even in its imperfections, is a beautiful thing. So we're managing different things. We are wearing multiple hats and we're trying to find the balance between motherhood, career, personal growth. We unbig in our backs, we paying bills and just all of the things. And I get it. It's not always easy. And sometimes it feels like, dang, I done took one step forward, two steps back. Like it could just be a never ending cycle, but just know that it's progress because you even took the steps. Some people don't even take the steps. So if there is something out there that you want to do, just take the step. And it's really not about perfection, but really about, progress, to be honest. So yeah, you may not have been able to get, I don't know what the cool toys are, but you got the PS5, but you may not be able to get all three games that your kid wants, but you was able to get one or two. Like, do not beat yourself up. That's something, like, for real. So I just really want to give you all some encouragement and talk about just finding harmony in your life. And it's just really not about doing things perfectly, but recognizing your limits, number one, setting boundaries, learning to say no. Y'all know we've been talking about that. When is necessary, and just protecting your mental health. You deserve to prioritize your time and your energy in a way that you want to. If you want peace in your life, that means declining invitations to go to folks' house who don't fool with you all year but once a year. I'm declining. For what? You don't pick up the phone and call me any other time. So why am I coming to your house for the holidays when it's supposed to be the most joyous time of the year? I want to be joyful, not sitting up in your house and feeling that negative energy and them hater vibes. No, thank you. So prioritize your peace and learn to say no when it's necessary. I also want to acknowledge the challenges and struggles that you may be facing. So trust me, we definitely all been there. I juggle motherhood, career ambitions, personal growth, like having a business. And then for me, I switched from a product-based to a service-based business and then started the podcast, YouTube. Like, it's no easy feat. Like, it's not. And sometimes I just even have to encourage myself, and be like, girl, you're doing good. Like, you're doing a good job. You may not be where you want, but you're doing a good job. Like, yes, my podcast, may not sound the best, but I'm able to afford the editing that I can afford right now. Yes, my setup may not be ideal, but I actually have a setup that is nice and quiet and I'm able to record. And those are the small victories that keep me going because I'm appreciative over the little that I have. And I know that one day I'm going to have something bigger and better. And I want you all to start thinking like that. Yeah, you don't have a car that you want, but you have a car. Like, yeah, you maybe for Black Friday, like you didn't make or sell out in, 8 minutes or 5 minutes or whatever, but you sold out, so appreciate those small victories, I guess you could say. Also, I just want you all to know that y'all deserve to be celebrated. You deserve the recognition. So drop me an email at hello@justwhit.com and I'm going to read it on the show because I want to encourage you. Sometimes we don't have people to encourage us or push us, especially in business, but that's a whole nother topic. And I think that uplifting each other is really what gets us through. And that is exactly why I love the Mommy Franchise community, which is a Christian community for moms that God blessed me with. And I think, was it last year? And it has really, really grown. And it's grown so much that I am opening up membership in January. Yes. Cues the claps. Yay. I am opening up membership in January. So if you want more information about that, you can also head to my website at www.justwhit.com. I'll put it in the details or whatever. Or you could just follow me on social media and get all the deets too. Okay, y'all. Y'all know I like to keep short and sweet. But seriously, though, we are in this together. We're lifting each other up. We're finding freedom. We're finding freedom in saying no and saying yes to the right things. And we are embracing imperfect progress. And it is really an act of trust and surrendering to God's plan on your life. We may want it perfect, but when God gives us something, an idea, a concept, whatever, it is already perfect. He's already made it perfect. And sometimes God don't give you like the whole thing at once. He may tell you like, go start that snow cone business. And you like, okay, but how I'm gonna do this. Hey, he just told you to start it. And I had to learn that because I was a perfectionist and I was a people pleaser and a perfectionist. I think they go hand in hand, right? But yeah, so I was a perfectionist and it stopped me from really doing a lot of things like this podcast because I felt like I needed to have everything set up when I already had it. That's the crazy part. I already had everything set up. It's like God be telling us to do stuff and we'll look at someone else and be like, well, they got this. I've already had it, but I made every excuse possible to not do it. Like, oh, I don't have the time or I don't have this or this. And, oh, this person's podcast is 30 minutes or this person's podcast is an hour. So I have to make mine that long. Y'all know my episodes really be under 10 minutes, And so doing that, it's just like, wow. But God will speed up the time that you have lost, child, when you surrender to his perfect will. So whatever God is urging y'all to do, I suggest that you do it and do it imperfect, because what is not perfect to you is perfect to someone else, is perfect in God's eyes. You don't have to have it all figured out. But what you do need to figure out is when you are going to start. So sis, mama, girlfriend, you are capable. You are capable at any and everything you want to do that is within your wheelhouse, okay? So stay strong, keep moving forward, and make sure you join me on the next episode. Thank you for listening to the Unplug with JustWhit podcast. Before we part ways, remember to hit the subscribe button so we can keep the conversation going. And hey, don't keep all this goodness to yourself. Don't be shy. Share this podcast and spread the love on social media. Until next time, keep rocking that mom life with lots of Jesus and know that you're doing an amazing job, sis.